by Fitri. And yeah, we're going to hop into the draft. I mentioned before this with our host, Legion Commander is a bad luck hero. I don't think she has won a single game yet. I could be wrong. Maybe on the other line, C line, she has won some games. But all the games we've watched here, I think so far, Legion has lost.
Legion has facing all losses, and especially now they have Dazzle in the team, so it's impossible for Legion Commander to get any damage.
Yeah, Legion Commander is not going to be able to get those easy duels. Grave is going to ruin your day, and I don't know. Usually with Legion, you want to pick those 1-2 combos. You want to have Omni Knight, you want to have Skyriff Mage. I think those are the two combos that come to mind. Sunstrike's another one. And pair up very well the duel. You duel the guy and just blow him up. But I feel like teams don't do that as much.
Well, I think probably because at the moment Legion Commander is not even a favorite pick anymore, so probably that's why we don't see those combos anymore. And especially I think Sky Mage is a really bad pick in this meta because with all the disengaging and engaging and all the cores, the current meta is not suitable for Sky Mage be picked.
It's quite sad. I really like that hero. Yeah, Skyriff Mage just
it's gonna be food. It's just another 100 gold.
Yeah, he just doesn't find the slot in this meta game, like you mentioned. Too many of those tanky heroes that are currently prevalent. There's Centaur, there's Slaughter, a lot of damage resistance. You really have your Ursas, Alchemists. These heroes don't go down easy. And Skyriff Mage really has to do well or he just gets wiped off the map. But someone that must do well in the early game, we talked about this the last time that Team Bazaar actually drafted it themselves, Crystal Maiden. A hero that, is good.
So that's gonna be the combo that you said just now. The Sunstrike and dual combo.
Yeah, Sunstrike dual, but then there's Dazzle, so X is still in the pool, so they could go X, but that would mean safe lane Legion Commander. Do you like the safe lane Legion, or you think that amount of farm is wasted on her?
I think it's not enough for the late game. I mean, to transition Legion Commander to transition as the main carry for full carry, it's gonna be very risky at the end of the game if they don't end the game as earlier. Now you see another counter to Legion Commander. It's like, okay, it's gonna use the second skill.
I don't know. They seem to have a plan. I mean, okay, Legion Commander is not just about duel. She has the press the attack, which gives a lot of attack speed. She has the wave clear with overwhelming odds. What is happening? Okay. We will talk about it really quickly. We have Alacrity right now. We have press the attack. We have a lot of attack speed that is coming out here. What are they going to put this attack speed on? My money is on Sniper.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Because they have all the heroes to go in front to tank the front for the sniper to shoot from far. If he can get a good position with all these heroes going in front for them, he can dish out a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think as a sniper you want to have a lot of the frontliners. You know the word tank is very. Yeah. You don't want to say tank in Dota, but you need tanks in the front lines absorbing the fire that will be coming onto your sniper. And I think Pudge does bring the bad guys to you, but it's still a nice beefy hero to have in the front lines to cause some distraction for your sniper to do a lot of work. But whether or not it will work out is another question. We get an IO here, so is this IO OD or is there something else going to be pairing with this IO?
Well, I definitely believe that Ajit is going to play something different, maybe like a Sven or. Okay. I think it could be that they're playing somewhat different than they usually play.
Sven, you think? Why Sven? What's the reasoning behind Sven?
I think definitely they want to combo Ayo with something, pair with something. It's like,
why not Tiny?
Well, Tiny not really a bad back pick after all. Given that it's really good against duel with the Legion Commander with the craggy exterior, the passive skill. It really does give a headache for Legion Commander to solo duel him.
Yeah, I think Tiny is not too bad here because Tiny will afford them the ability to knock down towers. Chaos Knight, I mentioned earlier, would be nice as well, but the Chaos Bolt might get wasted because Legion has that debuff.
Exactly.
So I think the Tiny is best, but it could also be something like an Ember Spirit because right now they've got a good mix of physical damage with Slaughter and Dazzle. They got OD with the pure damage, and then they need some magic to make that whole mixed damage lineup.
Well, yeah, but there's another problem with Bazaar at the moment. They don't have tower hitter. So
Yeah.
Tiny is pretty fair.
Yeah,
It's very good.
Ember can't hit towers.
Yeah, Emma can hit tower. That's a problem. And then I feel that RQ they lack burst with to combo with duel. It's like
Apart from Sunstrike,
yeah, they rely too much on the Sunstrike. I don't think that is enough. To land them instant kill with the duel.
Yeah, that's why I think something with burst would be good, like a sniper, or maybe I don't know, storm spirit. Does seem a little odd. Maybe anti-mage could work out somewhere here. Anti-mage could benefit from the attack speed bonuses. Good against OD to a certain extent. They could still be running that Legion as a core hero. I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Oh, Luna
I think maybe they want to take Phantom Lancer. Will we be seeing like Terrorblade or Phantom Lancer, like illusion heroes?
That could actually work. Phantom Lancer. Okay, illusion heroes won't work too well against OD, but Phantom Lancer is pretty good because he summons too many illusions.
Yeah.
That OD can't destroy them in time. I think PL
It can confuse them.
It's pretty good. There's not a lot of wave clear on Team Bazaar, so PL could work. I don't think TB is gonna work because his illusions don't come out fast enough.
Yeah.
And
If one hit is enough for the OD to.
Yeah. But still, I think they might just go for a range attacker here, like a sniper. Very likely, because when you run press the attack and alacrity, I think you really want to have someone that can make use of this from range. Lone Druid will be my first choice, but he's banned already. So I think Sniper will probably be the choice here. Otherwise, we can just go back in for Juggernaut, you know? Never hurts to have a Jug.
Yeah, Juggernaut is a very balanced hero. It's good for pushing, defending. You have a high survivability and a decent amount of DPS.
Yeah. Sniper with Alacrity has a lot of damage add-on to him. And with that Maelstrom, I'm going to be able to proc out a lot of stuff. And I like it, although Assassinate will be a little clunky to use. They have the last pick, so I think they have the last pick. Yeah, they have last pick.
But Sniper will be vulnerable to the Slardar, and especially with IO, it's difficult for the Sniper to solo farm.
Yeah, it's it's definitely going to be a challenging game for a Sniper, but that's what Legion is for. You know, you have that debuff, you have Invoker, you have Pudge, making space in the fights. I think it's manageable, but they'll see what this last hero is. If it's if say Team Bazaar says to heck with towers, we're gonna get Ember Spirit. Yeah. Maybe they reconsider the Sniper. There's just a little bit too many jumpers for their liking. But I think you're right that Team Bazaar will probably go for a tower hitter here. I wouldn't be surprised if they snatch the Juggernaut right now as well, just to make sure that the enemy doesn't have it. But we'll have to see. I think Luna was actually their first choice, which is what RQ banned out.
They probably know that.
I'm just happy there's Pudge.
But one thing about Pudge, it's annoying to push when you have fighting against Pudge, because if you're not careful with your position, if you have like draw ranger, like range hitter for tower hitter, it's like you are very exposed. Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay. Speaking of Drow Rangers, so this is a Drow strat. All right, yeah, Bazaar. I don't think we've seen them run a Drow strat. Is this the pocket strategies coming out? Desperation pocket strategies?
It is possible. Maybe they're going for the fast end game because they're going for the tiebreaker. Because tiebreaker, normally they look into the time.
I'm not sure if they do it here for Valve events. I'm not sure about the time thing. But yeah, it does definitely make sense. I think apart from the time limit thing, I think Drow Ranger in general just says we're gonna swing and hit really hard and then we're gonna end this. Because if you look at their heroes before Slardar gets a Blink Dagger, none of their heroes are really aggressive. They're just, we're gonna sit in our lanes and chill. You know, Dazzle's not a ganker, Io's not really a ganker, Drows, they're gonna sit in their lane, and that's what's gonna allow RRQ to have a quiet early game. So I think the Sniper is a possible option. Oh, Weaver is even better. Yeah, Weaver is pretty good as well. Someone that can shoot from range, have that extra.
But I'm not feeling Weaver against Draw Ranger pick. It's like you're getting yourself countered. Draw Ranger is a really good counter for Weaver. Yeah. So it's like you're picking Weaver into a Slardar and Draw Ranger. It's kind of make it Weaver less impactful in the game.
Yeah.
But I worry about, as I said earlier, Draw Ranger is really scared of Pudge. When you're pushing, you're hitting tower. If you're not if you don't position yourself carefully. So I believe maybe he will go for Ham of Dominator, and you have to place carefully.
Put your creep right on top of you or by your side. Yeah, definitely a point to consider. A lot of games can be won or lost because of a punch hook.
Yeah.
The guy can miss all the punch hooks in the game, but then at that one key point when you're trying to hook up, when you go up the high ground, you get hooked in with your Aegis, you lose both of it, and then you just lose the game from there. Because the momentum into the match right now, and we're gonna see how things play out. We have here on the Radiant Bazaar. They really need this win. The X Warriors Gaming. We have an X Nova playing the Wisp. Have Afu playing the Dazzle. Ajit on the Drow Ranger, selecting my favorite choice of hats actually. And Nana could play the OD on the mid lane, and of course lastly we have the off lane Ben. You want to introduce RQ?
Okay, for RQ we have Koala on the offlaner, as Legion Commander, and then we have Zephyr on Page. Wow, okay. Then Eden is playing CM. Kel'Thuzad, the carry, is playing Weaver, and as usual, Yabi, which is Invoker. Yeah, and remember when you said a fail Invoker yesterday?
Yeah.
I believe it was Yabi, right?
Yeah.
Yabi's Invoker.
He got destroyed by PL.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that was his fault or the matchup being terrible. There was a Bat Rider in his lane non-stop. Actually, I want to ask you about Eden. How much do you know about this guy?
Not much actually. Frankly speaking, I don't really know.
Because a lot of players were saying like, "Oh, Chad Eden Senpai" or something like that. So I thought that maybe he's some big shot in the Indonesian scene or something.
Well, I think that question you have to ask ADTR. He's very familiar with the current scene of Indonesian Dota.
Yeah, probably gonna have to ask him if he's on the panel later on. But for now, we're just gonna see what's happened around the map. Okay, let's see if we have any observer wards. Actually, none placed down yet. Am I blind? No, no observer was placed down just yet.
I think this is a psychological impact from the previous game.
Yeah, they're just afraid that it gets dewarded. So they're like, all right, let's just hold back on it. And a very early smoke out coming here from the Fudge. Zephyr and Eden looking for some shenanigans on the bottom lane, maybe help that Legion get a quick and early first blood, and scoot her laning phase off to a good start. Gonna have Pudge hiding in the trees there. He's gone for level 1 rot, so that's gonna have the consistency. You're gonna have that ability to keep the chase going.
Yep.
The Ayo does ping to the side there, so he does suspect a little bit of foul play. Zephyr.
Oh,
they might shoot the tree. Yeah, baiting, and here comes Eden. The punch is here as well. They don't have Grave, and the heal bomb though, it does do quite a fair bit of damage. The right clicks coming in, they get the kill. Koala, and can he actually get out now? No, it will not. CM, one more snowball will do the trick, and it's 2 heroes down. RRQ strike hard and fast, securing first blood and another kill within a minute of playtime. Nova, the only surviving member of his tri-lane now, and this is good, right? Play aggressive against the tri-lane with Wisp.
Yeah, because they know they don't have any disable lockdown. They're so passive. It's like 2 passive supporters supporting a passive carry, Drow Ranger.
Yeah, it's like Prestigious game, right? When they had the Dazzle and the Omni Knight.
Yeah.
Like Timbersaw, like, yeah, bro, you're not getting in.
The thing is, when you place passive heroes in tri-lane, you give the opponent more space to make the plays. It's like okay, Pash going mid, Pash going bottom. So it's like constantly you're following the pace of your opponents. So I think this is not really a good idea, but it could be that they are in this second predicament is because they are like lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because they feel that their playstyle is not working. They're over aggressive, Bazaar, normal playstyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be that as well. And Drow strats might be powerful and everything with ranged heroes, but level 1 is a stretch. You don't have that kind of firepower at level 1. And I like what the Crystal Maiden is doing. You just don't hang around the lane, and this invisibility rune is going to ruin some lives. But yeah, speaking of it, the Crystal Maiden has been spending quite a bit of time.
Did you notice that when he picked the invisible, he purposely walks toward the right side to give because there's a small window where they can see before he's totally invisible. So actually he's baiting for mid. You see middle, he thought that he's going back bottom. This is a very good trick by...
Yeah, and he used his banish. He just used his banish, and here comes the Rod Hug, and there you go, Sunstrike, kaboom! Down goes the OD. TP support, not in time, and really little that the Dazzle could have done anyway. And
really good fake play by Zephyr.
Yeah, it's just in case there's an observer watching, they'll think like, okay, he's going back bottom, so bottom care, right? And then the middle, like, all right, I can farm. But there was no Observer Ward scouting that anyway, so...
Oh yeah. There was.
But yeah, what you pointed out makes a lot of sense. It's just the little mind games that you really want to have in Dota. And right now we have the tri-lane still on their toes because you don't know where the Pudge is, and one hook means, oh wow, Pudge is going back middle. It's like, alright, time to ruin this guy's life. And Nana, we already talked about him having a bad day.
Yeah.
His day is about to, the problems are about to compound, and here comes the cold snap, and with the rod, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. His IO coming in, it's not dazzled, there will be no grave. The hook comes in, there's the heal, and Invoker actually falls, and a great TP rotation comes in, allowing them to get a double kill for the mid laner, and Bazaar strikes back. So now it's 2 through 3. A nice little bit of rotation.
Good rotation from no.
Oh, heal bomb! Bottom lane, Legion Commander nearly going down there to the dazzle. Had to play careful there. Koala might have the poor man shield, but still play safe. Haste rune. No bug, gonna find that one.
And he's doing pretty good at top.
Yeah.
I mean, being soloing against
Weaver. Yeah, Crystal Maiden has shown herself. It's a level 4 Slaughter, so it's quite challenging for his Crystal Maiden to force him out of lane. And he even got a bottle so that he can take the bounty runes and put them to use. OD. Very tanky there. Level 5 armor, I think the 5 base armor of OD allowing him to survive that Pudge gank.
Yeah. And Evoker didn't have his Sunstrike at that time.
Yeah, no Sunstrike there. Unable to get a quick kill, but now Nana has 2 kills on the board. He's gonna be feeling pretty comfortable about this lane. How's Ben looking? Level 4.5. I think this is the first time I've seen. Well, not first time, but it's been a first time in a while that I've seen a Slaughter have such a good lane.
Yeah. After all, he's like soloing against Weaver, and it's a good thing to pick out the poor man's shield.
Oh, I think Weaver is going for the kill here, but missing on the bugs, and that is going to be that. Sukuchi dodging that, trying to dodge out that Slaughter's crush. But if the bugs hit, I think he would have gone for it.
Yeah. And if the bug hit, I think Slaughter would have gone for a teleport scroll.
Yeah.
And just teleport home.
Oh, but they're diving him anyway. The Sunstrike's here. The Frostbite gonna be enough to hold Ben there for Kel'Thuzad to finish him off. And
good rotation from Eden.
Yeah, nice movements from Eden. And see, this is how Crystal Maiden should be played.
Yeah.
You know, level 4 Crystal Maiden at the 5-minute mark, just making moves around the map, just threatening the offlane, threatening anywhere that you possibly find a opening here. Wait for OD, use his banish, go in for the Frostbite, because Crystal Maiden can just farm up the enemy jungle. Look at this. She's farming the enemy's side of the map, getting the EXP, and just really, I know some of my friends make this joke, 5-lane map. You know,
Yeah.
5 lanes, you have 1 of your own jungles, use the enemy's jungle in the 3 lanes. And this is Crystal Maiden that's doing her job and maximizing her hero's potential.
And it's like constantly have to keep the top and middle Bori. Yeah. So OD will have to watch out for them.
I don't think this is a gankable lane for now. The regeneration gonna just be nabbed up by the OD, and maybe he used the banish. Nope, gonna try and
Push is coming.
Yep, they are coming in. The Observer scouts
he's
this
getting
out.
cornered from all sides.
Observer scouts this. The IO is coming in again. Frostbite, there we go. Rod Hug, the Sunstrike as well. He walks into it. He goes down. Where was the banish? He was just, he just used it.
He just used it.
Yeah, used it on Invoker aggressively, and that is, I mean, it's a real bind, right?
Yeah.
You try to use it for control.
But he should have realized that by now that it is necessary for him to keep the banish for his safety.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this is not the first time he's being ganked. This is like the 4th time. So he should be more careful when he uses the beam as imprisonment, especially when the 2 heroes are missing, the 2 supports are missing.
Yeah, like you said, tilting. It's also a little bit of a bind, like I mentioned. You want to use, because this Astral Imprisonment is how OD wins his lane. See, he uses the banish because he wants to to put the Invoker out of CSing for a bit. So, you know, if you're not using your banish, then the Invoker already wins because of that. So, you know, it's kind of a hard decision to make. But now Eden looking for another wraparound here on Ben. I think it's going to be an easy one. The bugs will follow through, and with that Frostbite, that Sunstrike will come. Oh, it doesn't get the Sunstrike ready. The Invoker a little bit too antsy there with his movement. But I think Kel'Thuzad is coming in there. The Crystal Maiden doing quite a bit of damage, but the double tap comes out from Kel'Thuzad and takes him out.
But it's kind of waste the time.
Yeah, waste a little bit of time. The IO looking to wrap around, but doesn't get anything done. The Sentry Ward will scout out this Observer here, though. So
I think he must have
pretty
thought that the CM was gonna bite first instead of Nova.
yeah. So just preemptively sun striking there. Of course, the invokers usually these off lane sun strike. You usually want to flick. It's usually a kind of flick shot. You just click it and then you look back at your lane. So you don't really have a lot of time to think about it. And but so far this Legion Commander, it's having a great time. I mean, this is a Legion that's got 34 last hits, level 6 now. Phase boots.
Yeah, given that the two supports have to teleport around to save mid, top, and then it's like they're passive supporters. They hold no threat to the Legion Commander.
There's still Maiden. Gonna feed here. Yep, definitely gonna feed. There you go, Ayo.
Finally, it's like it's like he's been going around there, sneaking around. Finally, they got him.
Okay, our Koala has to be very careful there. Boost himself up. There's the silence as well. The Drow Ranger might pick him off, but no, it's not gonna be enough damage. They will not strike her down. And hey, look there, the shrine is ready. So he's gonna top himself back up. And yeah,
just like new.
Yeah, just like new. Coil 2's out. Oh, dropping low. Probably has a time lapse out of that. He's gonna time lapse, heal himself a little bit. And we have more rotations. Waiting for more punch action.
The Drow Ranger is only level 6 compared to the Weaver level 9.
Yeah,
huge difference.
That's a big point to note as well. The Drow Ranger had to share experience with.
Oh, there's a smoke action here.
Dazzle,
from CM and Pudge.
Yeah, good movement. They're probably gonna find Dazzle, who is actually low on mana.
Yeah.
So they see him. They see Drow. I think Drow is even better on target there.
Oh, nice
dropping that. That's a weird sunstrike, but they still have Pudge. They're gonna commit. The hook goes wide and will not find the Drow. So that is going to
really
be
good reaction from Jit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very happy Archer. Stay alive. He goes for a raw Dragonlance. No threats, nothing. Just Dragonlance right away. Just go for the range and play it safe.
I think the extra amount of HP is good. Since the lack of burst in RQ.
Yeah, and that was actually a perfect opportunity to gank them as well. Dazzle had no mana to grave. There was no way out for Drow if he had got caught by the Sunstrike. So a little mistake on RQ's part, but Nana has managed to reclaim some of that CS in the middle lane without that Invoker's presence, but I think they're making a move down to the bottom again. Walla maybe looking to eke out some dual damage for himself. Pudge looking for a fish. Do we find it? Oh, Pudge looking in. He sees the Dazzle. That's gonna hook. It's gonna be perfect. Lands on him, and there you go. The grave is there, and I think the Sunstrike is going to be. Oh, it's gonna airball completely as he does pull his Dazzle away with the relocate. Very well done there. Koala is gonna pay, and the banish goes out on the CM that tries to save the Legion Commander. In the end, gonna feed her own life away. So 2 kills going the way of Bazaar in a gank gone wrong. So quick rotations there from Nova. Or quick movement there from Nova with the relocate, and saving the Dazzle.
Also the 3-man silence.
Yeah, 3-man silence.
Yeah. So Legion couldn't do much with that, with the IO ulti.
Yeah, very well done. And that was even after a nice hook there from the for the Pudge. No, hooks in the car. doesn't get the hook on the Drow Ranger. Would have been nice. The bite under the tower would have guaranteed the duel. And Legion really needs to start racking in the dual damage. I think that is the main concern with picking Legion.
Yeah, he's still at 0.
Yeah, still at 0. The dream is to get at least 20 by level 15. No, by level 10. You have these markers that you really want to meet. But Yabby, how's he doing as an Invoker? Do you play Invoker a lot yourself?
Well, frankly, I don't play Invoker at all.
Okay, you don't play Invoker at all. But I've noticed a trend. For all the high-level Invokers, 6K, 7K. Some of them are on my friend list. I watched them play, and I've always noticed that they get their Aghanim's Midas by around the 20-minute mark. Is that a standard timing?
Well, with the current meta, it's like, it's also based on the games. I think nowadays the meta is like just rush for Scepter.
Yeah, but 20-minute mark the usual timing that they get it?
I think that's
Frostbite,
normal.
Man in trouble. There's the Nova to start things off. Oh, again, not starting with the Frostbite, but not going to be punished for that this time. I think Eden, maybe you want to consider starting with Frostbite this time. He has misled his Invoker a couple of times now. But they still get the kill, so no harm, no foul. But this Slaughter is very close to his Blink Dagger, actually.
Yeah, he's a really happy Slardar. He has a really good game, actually, despite that being picked off a few times.
Okay, what are your thoughts on this Legion not going Blink or Shadow Blade first and going for Blade Mail?
Well, now this is the current meta. For a meta now, you have the max overwhelming odds,
Okay.
and then they go for face boot and directly blade mail.
Okay.
It gives them better maybe better initiation without the dagger. They can have the higher movement speed to rush towards the enemy. But I don't see how they can do in this game because they need a really good initiation for.
Yeah. The Legion's kind of like their starter, right?
Yeah,
It's like the Slaughter that needs to blink in.
That means they take a leap of faith, hoping that the punch will hook one person.
Yep, and meanwhile Slaughter finds the Invoker that he goes with the Tornado. Really quick reactions there. The Frostbite is ready as well. But here comes the Legion, the overwhelming odds. Bloody hell, nukes them all down. And Koala nearly goes down to the Drow Ranger himself, but now they will escape. The amplified damage is adding into a lot of that injury. But the score will be at 6-9 right now. RRQ still in the lead after their first duel win by Koala.
I'm actually quite surprised that Bazaar still haven't decided to place Observer Ward around this area.
Yeah, they've been ganked there from that side many times.
Many times, exactly. There's like a really huge blind spot because they still have the mid tower.
Oh, I think he might die here. The OD ultimate might come out. There's a time lapse. No, not even needed. Got the kill right away with the banish. Nice reaction there from the OD, knowing not to have to use that ultimate to kill off the Weaver.
The Greater was too greedy for the tower.
Yeah. Now he gets none of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden. Yeah, Crystal Maiden has been doing a lot of warding, a lot of de-warding. I think Mr. Eden here really giving us a crash course on how to play this Crystal Maiden properly.
Yeah. Yeah. X-Nova can take a lesson or two.
Yeah, but his IO has been pretty decent. Oh, there's the banish and there's the relocate as well. I think Crystal Maiden wants a piece out from this. Yep, she says, nope, not going there. And no stuns here means Eden will pour it out in time. So they do relocate for a punch kill, which is nice. It can transition into a tower.
I think it's a tier 2. It can go down very fast with the Ranger.
Yeah, they have Glyph. We'll see if they decide to defend this. There are two heroes making their way down bottom, so I do believe that is the plan. Arjet, meanwhile, still gonna sit back to blink a few more arrows in that tower, but now gonna port away. So they do get movement down the bottom, force out the Glyph, so not gonna be too sad about it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay, how's Invoker looking?
So the LC still haven't put a shortcut on the next item that he wants to buy. Haven't decided what he wants to buy next, I guess.
Yeah, Invoker is actually 600 gold away from Aghanim's, so
16 minutes, that's really good.
yeah, that's actually a really fast timing.
Yeah.
You know, when I say the 20-minute Aghanim's, it's usually with a Eels, or if you're doing a really bad game, you're having a really bad game, and still get it by 20 minutes. So I think this is a really fast Aghanim Scepter.
After all, he has been having a really good game with all the gangs coming for him.
Yeah.
Going away.
Nana. He is looking to get a jump on this Weaver, who has just used Tsukuchi. And does he stick around for more? There's the 4-star forward. He uses the banish, not knowing that there are bad guys in the side. And scouting out the CM as the Slaughter. Slaughter does have the blink dagger though. He's gonna hook out his girlfriend. Yep, there you go. Eden survives that. Maybe not. Probably not. Frost arrows land in her back, and that's gonna be a death there. Poor CM. And Zephyr meanwhile has to run there. There's another blink dagger on Slaughter. He has another crush. I think it's time to go in to heal up the punch. There's a lot of damage. The duel comes out a little bit optimistic on that one. No dazzle, but I think Legion dies anyway. And the winner is Nana. And that's a 4-hero wipe. Invoker coming in a little bit late. Oh, missing the combo as well. Yappy, what are you doing? There's the Ghost Walk. Do they have detection? Yes, they do. They sprinkle the dust, and that's going to be a team wipe.
5-0.
Favoring Bazaar. 5-0 indeed. Oh boy,
that was a disaster.
That was like trying to save a falling sandcastle. Yep. That exactly is that. You know,
they could have just left the CM to die.
Yeah?
It wasn't worth it.
And never save dead heroes, and that's
it was just a CM, not even a core.
Don't say feeders. But yeah, the overcommitting on trying to fight one by one. Invoker coming in at the last moment. That was just all over the place, and RQ's inexperience starting to show here. Bazaar punishing.
Yeah.
That
has fallen.
That lapse in strategy, and now Eden, they lose another tier 1 tower. Pudge picked up Midas, okay. Midas Pudge. Over, building into that mechanism. Burst steal, very standard stuff. What's the OD building? I think we say Nana's tilting and everything, but he's been playing decent. Oh, it's gonna be a smoke on smoke. Why is CM leading the charge? They heal up the CM. There's the tornado. CM is down. There's a hook. He lands in the OD. That's a perfect bite there. It was a duel, maybe a duel. Where's the duel? But the grave comes in and the relocate as well. There's so many heroes. Would have been a winner. He actually was the winner. That's 2 duel wins now. 28 bonus damage. He says, "Thank you, sir." Gets another one. CM buying back and dying again. And the relocate's just pulling him out. OD, the hook magnet. But there's the 4-step and the banished grave. Everyone's just saving their quarterback. Nana. He's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive, and look at his HP. Nearly full, and now Yabi gonna have to run away. The EMP is not gonna deter them. They are gonna be brought down. Nana with the wicked sick orbs him down, and now Pudge lost in the woods. 20-9, 2 back-to-back team wipes with a double death.
Yeah, double die back.
Double death on their Crystal Maiden.
They had more than one buybacks. Pudge bought back too.
Okay.
Eden and both Eden and CM bought back.
And they died again.
Yeah, double die back. That's 7 death. 7 death.
7 death, full team wipe, no heroes lost. They just saved their OD over and over. There's relocate, there's duel. Told you Legion Commandos, bad luck. Bad luck.
And he still have no idea what he's gonna get.
Yeah.
And I think even if he's like having a really good game, I don't think he can do much with having out against 2 healers and outward destroyer. There's no way he can get any damage.
It was lucky that he got the 10 already. I think that might be the last one he get. He's donated 28 now. Look at OD, happy as a kid. Look here.
And, yeah, and he also have the Draw Ranger aura. Oh my god.
Yeah.
His damage is insane, and he didn't use his ultimate during he didn't use anything Eclipse during the war, during the team fight.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden now starting to be a burden as the game slips more and more into that mid game. Ajit picking up that Aegis with the Yasha, Hurricane Pike, feeling very comfortable. I think now RQ, that early Aghanim Scepter not feeling as great now, even though the Invoker did get it early. Unable to capitalize on it. You can see that Blink Dagger, really desperate for mobility.
LC is getting Dagger as well.
Finally!
Yep, his Dagger is out now.
Alright, so Nana gets a kill on Eden meanwhile. And we'll see if Ajit gets caught, but that's an Aegis on the Drow Ranger. There's a relocate in the back there ready to bail him out.
And there's a tower and shrine where the team can TP.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is a mistake going in first, but we're gonna have Ben immediately going in for the crush. The Weaver melts to the heal bomb, and that's that. Your Weaver's dead. Denies the tower as well. I think that's the second tower he's denied the tower against the Weaver. This guy greedy for that real estate, not gonna get what he wants. Dies twice for it.
Yeah, early game he was playing with, just going with the creeps, just farming the whole game. He had a good farm in the early game. And we still don't get to see him in real action. I mean, like, his farms, all the free farm that he had, haven't been proved useful.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, he's going for Manta for first item, I think to counter silence from the Ranger.
Yeah, Man's a Weaver. That's uncommon to say the least. Usually it's a Desolator. Whoa, Pudge was waiting to pull someone in, but Nana says, "Let me save you the trouble." I'll hop right in. Takes out the Invoker. The heal's not enough. The duel gonna try and kill the Slaughter, but instead gonna donate damage over to the winner, the Radiant, winning more duels than the Dire here. Slaughter with the bonus 14. Gonna be pretty happy about that. Eden gonna sit behind, twiddle his thumbs. What am I gonna do here? The answer is nothing. Wait for the end. And buyback here from the Invoker, looking to make something happen. Nana says, "I'm gonna take this 28 damage and chuck it at your Rex." And well, there's nothing much they can really do about this. They're just gonna sit there and watch their base fall apart. And well, I don't know, man. This game, what can I do, Fitzry?
Well, at this point, there's nothing much for them to do. Even if, for example, the Weaver complete his Manta, okay, he can survive from the silence, draw silence, but he will still die to the OD. I think there's no way he can tank all the damage from OD.
Yeah,
The OD is like such a beast now. It's so fat.
that Legion pick is definitely not working out. RRQ gonna look for that. Ooh, who's that in the middle? That's Invoker. He goes down. That Eclipse takes them out, and the Legion commander as well. No chance at all. Nana is back, boys and girls. Looks like lunch was all he needed to be good at this. And he's going in. He's taking names, and Zephyr going to go down. A triple kill. The Silence just missing the Weaver. Kel'Thuzad's gonna scoot away and type good game into the old chat. And that's gonna be that. Bazaar not going to drop a game to this team. And keep their dreams of their Kiev major invite alive. But barely. Got us worried for a while there.
Well, there's small hope. We're all praying for Bazaar.
Yeah, praying for Bazaar for sure, but I think they kind of worried us. It's like it was for a moment. It looked like the punch was gonna work out. That off lane was falling apart.
It was a really good gang. I mean, from you have to give credit to RQ. They're ganking mobile teams like the CM and the Bash, making all the plays, going to bottom, top, and you can see that the supporter from Bazaar was like teleporting here and there, and then they're exposing like they're like patching holes, another holes, leaving another holes to patch another holes.
It almost looked like a sinking ship.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying, and I don't know, but like they got me worried. It's like Warriors Gaming, when you came into the C qualifier, you imagine, all right, Faceless is gonna get in, Maneski are gonna be it, Bazaar is gonna be it. I mean, Warriors Gaming, you gotta give them that stamp. You gotta say, yeah, you guys have earned your stripes. You're probably gonna get further into tournament, but then they showed some shaky performances in day one. They got some more games. We're gonna be following Bazaar a lot actually today in line 2, and they'll be playing Geek Fam later on tonight. I think that's gonna be the last series casted by us today. And yeah, Bazaar, they have to win every game from here on out. Remember, they may have kept the dream alive, but it's not over yet. They still have a lot of work to do. They still have to get through the best of ones, and then they have to content themselves with the best of the best and see. They have Maneski, they have Faceless most likely to deal with in that last 4 double elimination. Only
Clutch
2.
Clutch Gamer, don't forget.
Oh yeah, and Clutch Gamers. Only 2 go to Kiev. And Team Bazaar, can they squeeze through that narrow doorway?
The window is not closed yet. Hopefully, I think.
Yeah, they'll have to really step up their game. This was good towards the end. The start was a little shaky, but I think Nana got together. I think that's really what he needed.
He was a beast in this game.
Yeah, he needed lunch. Just lunch. But all right, if we were gonna give an MVP for this game, who will it be?
Well, I have to say, it's definitely Nana.
Definitely Nana. Okay.
I mean, despite the shaky start, he was ganked so many times. Okay, he was a bit sloppy when he aggressively used his astral imprisonment, but later on, but he still can hold out to farm. He can still catch up, maintain with the rest of the top net worth. Yeah. And good timing also when he teleport bottom and he secure when they managed to counter kill at the bottom. That was the first team fight that they won.
Yeah, I think Nana had a lot of very good control with his ultimate, knowing when to ulti, when to banish. At the start, he was banishing a lot to try and control the Invoker. Got picked off a couple of times, but in the end, managed to turn it around. And like I said, he was the quarterback. He was just tackling everyone down, and the guys behind him are just saving him, shielding him up. And 29-9. It was 9-6 actually. It became 29-9. So I don't know, man. Bazaar definitely pulled it together for this game. RRQ, I think the dreams are probably over, along with Prestige. With their lackluster performances here in the qualifier, it is a pretty cutthroat environment. So I expect no less from that. But let's go look at some stats and.